One unique cold email campaign has generated over 100 meetings with B2B qualified prospects. If you don't know me, my name is Annrai. I'm the founder of ReachUP, where we help SaaS businesses and agencies book more qualified sales meetings inside their agenda. And I made these type of videos so that you can leverage cold email inside your business to sign more clients, and so that we could potentially run this service for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step the strategy we use for our client so you can get similar results or even better results. So before we get into it, let me show you some actual live numbers of the campaigns that booked over 100 meetings for our client. So I'm just going to open SmartLead, which is the cold email sending tool we use to send cold email. So you can see this, I can refresh. There's no tricks whatsoever. We sent 2,704 emails, got a 33% reply rate, 81 positive reply rate, so 293 positive replies, and out of these we booked around 50% of a meeting. So if I go back, this is the HubSpot dashboard of the meetings booked only after a few days, so 68 meetings. I don't have access to this anymore, unfortunately, but only a few days after this, we went way above 100 meetings booked. So now let's get into the context of the company. So our client was a SaaS business of around 10 employees. And basically they developed a platform that facilitates the tendering process for B2B company. So basically it was a platform. Let's say we have on one hand like a big company like Nike. And basically Nike wants to redo their entire internal system process. And basically they would publish an offer on this platform, and then another company could answer to this project saying basically pitching their service. And then the company basically would only be the platform and match these two parties between them. And they would take a monthly subscription for people to allow to use this platform. And I think a small, a percentage amount of the overall transaction. And so by working with us, they aim to secure 50 company contracts before the summer, worth a total amount of around 50,000 euro. And they never had run any site of cold email or even any type of standardized cold email acquisition or any type of acquisition system before. So in order to build this for them, we had to build an infrastructure setup. Basically, if we're looking to secure 50 contracts with B2B company, we needed to send a large amount of email because there is a strong correlation between the amount of people you're going to be contacted and obviously the amount of meetings you're going to be booking. So we set up an infrastructure that would allow us to send this type of volume. And basically, the main goal of setting up a cold email infrastructure is to be able to spread the volume across multiple inboxes for deliverability purposes. I'm not going to go into too much details around this, but basically, you cannot be blasting all your emails to one domain. You need to spread this across different domains. If you want to check cold email deliverability video, I've got some on my YouTube channel. But to keep it simple, we set up for them 10 domains, 20 email inboxes, so 2 inboxes per domain. We were able to send 500 emails per day, so 25 sent email per inboxes, so 25 times 20, 500, 10,500 emails sent per month. So we send 500 emails per day, and there's 21 working days inside a month, so 10,500 email. For each prospect, we sent 2 email. So basically, out of the 10,500 email, we were contacted 5,250 prospects. And so we estimated around a 100 meeting book. So 1 meeting book for every 100 person contacted, and 50 signed contract with a 50% closing rate. So basically we took their goal and we reverse engineering with all the different standards to reach their goal. So now concerning the targeting, one of the issue or challenges we had with this company is that the platform applies to any type of B2B company. They only need to be making above a certain amount of revenue, but in terms of industry, it could apply to any type of SaaS business, construction business, marketing, any type of industry basically. And so we know that if we're trying to sell everything to everyone, it's not going to work. So we needed to narrow down to specific niches to create then tailored and segmented email to each niches with specific angles, even though the overall platform would apply to anyone. So I'm going to show you the copywriting we use for this unique campaign right after this. So we decided to target only agencies, and more precisely web design agency, because we also had an unfair advantage in this niche. And by targeting only web design agency, we could then create some very tailored email. So the goal is to address a highly specific and personalized message to specific individual and position our offer as like a unique offer. And once this would work, we could simply replicate this with different type of industry. So you're creating like subsegments for your campaigns. So then if this would work, we could do the same with advertising agency, and then do the same with a creative agency, etc., etc. So now concerning the copywriting we used. So as we had a very precise audience, we were able to send pretty unique messages. And so we were able to mention the fact that we knew they were a web design agency, and we had a very tailored offer for them for only web design agency. And this is the part where it's super important to come up with a strong offer in order to get as much engagement as possible, because the offer is going to be the main driver of the results you're going to be able to obtain for your cold email campaign. So if I were to simply like prioritize what I would put inside my cold email to have the best results as possible, this is what I would do. So offer, in my opinion, is responsible for like 50% of the possibility to book a meeting. Social proof, 30%. Guarantee, like a guarantee is like just to make your offer even stronger, 10%. And then actual like personalization, copy tricks, the PS, all of the cold email, like specific stuff, I would say it's only 10%. So here's the actual email I sent that has booked over 100 meetings in the campaign. So, hello, first name. I was impressed by company name's expertise in web design. We have an opportunity that might be a great fit for you. A large company is currently seeking, through the client platform, an agency to modernize its website and add an e-commerce, career and blog section with a budget of around 70,000 euro. Would you be interested in discussing this? So you can see this matches like all of this basically rules. So we have the personalization, which looks decent, like a web design agency received this. They know that they're not blasting this email to everyone because we're targeting them. We have an opportunity especially for them. So this could sound a bit like a salesy, but then we actually like mentioned very specific stuff that only relates to web design. So it proves that we're not blasting this email to everyone, and it's an offer that you cannot really refuse. Like on the good end, you could potentially win a project of 70K. On the worst end, you're going to be like having a 50-minute conversation that you're just gonna like waste your time. So this is how we came up with a very good and unique offer. So now concerning the results, to go a bit more into details of this. So we had an 81 positive reply rate. So this means out of all the replies we got, 81% of them were positive. The only like reply rate was 33%. So one person, every one person out of the 3% contacted replied to the email. We had a 1 out of 10 booked meeting rate. So this is, I think, the highest ratio we got. So for every 10% contacted, we got 1 meeting booked. And overall, they were able to sign over 100 contracts signed. So the goal was accomplished with this campaign. This is only one of the campaigns we run for the web design agency. So to give you a bit more proof about some other campaigns on how we could deliver this. So this is another campaign we ran for marketing agency for Amazon brand. So 4 meetings booked for 1,265 emails sent. This is pretty small, but this is for our agency. So 9 meeting books for 3,700 emails sent. This is for another SaaS businesses, one of our clients, which is working with like a major fashion and textile brand, who we connected with company like Ferragamo, Dior, Louboutin, all of these. So 9 meetings out of 7,000 people email sent. And this SaaS company also for pharmaceutical industry. So 40 meetings for 9,000 people contacted. So if you would like us to do the same for you, simply you want an audit of your actual outbound system, feel free to book a call using the link inside the YouTube description so we can talk about this together. Otherwise, stay around for the free content.